Hey, welcome to 10-Minute Sound Design. Today we are making a hard mellow lead and it sounds like this. All right, I did it in a little bit under 10 minutes, but let's get started. All right, let's start the timer. Let's go. We've got Vital here. So a hard mellow lead. So to me, that sounds like what we're going to do is maybe distort something and then thin it back out so it's a bit chill. So got a saw. Let's use an oscillator warp to, random amplitudes. That's pretty interesting. That sounds pretty hard. I wonder if we can put an envelope on the morphing amount. It's a bit much. I'm just trying to get that bell tone. There we go. And then for the mellowness, let's take off some of the attack. Not that much. Give it heaps of release. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit sharper. Yeah. So I think that sounds pretty hard. I wonder if we can accentuate that a bit. Let's distort it first, see what happens. We lose a bit of the mellowness, but it's certainly harder like that. Soft clip, maybe Seinfeld? Wow, I actually really like where this is going. Okay, so we need another oscillator to just round it out and make it sound a little more rich and interesting. I'm going to go with basic shapes because I like building things from scratch, even though maybe it's not the right way to do things. Let's pitch that up 12. I just really like... Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I can totally see this working for a drum and bass tune. I wonder if we can put another oscillator on with a bit of unison. We're drifting away from maybe where I initially thought we were going to go, but let's put a saw on it with a couple of voices of unison. So that's too much. I want it higher. Yeah, I think that the saw is just too much. Let's bring it down. I'm just not sure that's going to work. It does add a nice texture to the sides. Okay, and so what I wanted to do is try filtering it. Maybe we'll filter it before the distortion. We need all the oscillators to come through here. Oh, maybe oscillator 2 is nice. Oh, we definitely want key tracking. More key tracking. Higher then. Higher again still. I want to try notch filtering this. So let's take the output of filter 1. Can we get a notch out of this? I think we need to use a different filter type. Yeah, notch blend. There we go. And if we move the cutoff around. I kind of want to wiggle that a little bit randomly. So let's move. So without it and with it. It's subtle, but there's a bit of like whooshing in some of the harmonics. What else can we do here? Let's go with delays and reverbs. And as usual, I'm going to bring the mix down on the delay a bit and a little bit on the reverb. I think that's really interesting. I'm not sure that it's particularly hard. So I really want to make the attack less pronounced. Maybe we want the sustain all the way up. Let's see. Yeah, the distortion is kind of ruining the effect a little. I like it, but maybe we'll just bring the mix down a bit. And can we have a post filter of a high pass? Yeah. Maybe even a pre-filter. There's a bit of distortion from the bass in the patch that's coming through the distortion. So I'm trying to like get rid of some of that. Yeah, that's a lot better. If we, you hear that we've kind of like smoothed it out because we're not bringing in any of the sub into the distortion. Cool. Well, I think we've got something nice there. I'm trying to think of ways to mellow this out more. Whoa, it doesn't sound good on chords. Oh, because the distortion is ruining things. I guess it's just monophonic, in which case we should bring the voices down. Let's bring up a little bit of glide. Let's see. Actually, let's try always glide. That's pretty interesting. I want the feedback on the mix to be a little bit less. I would say that's definitely a hard mellow lead. I think we did it. Yeah, I'm not sure what else we could add. Let's try chucking a phaser on. It's certainly adding a bit of stereo and kind of thinning out the sound a bit. I'm not sure that it needs it. I can't think of anything that I would really add, except we could maybe start modifying these a little bit more. It does sound very static. It doesn't like shift over time. So if we were to add just a little bit of an LFO on these oscillator warp parameters, we just get a little bit of variation. Let's go with an inharmonic stretch in the opposite direction. Just so we're getting a little bit of variation over time. I wonder if we could maybe bend. Let's use a different LFO here. I'm basically just setting this up so there's just some variation over time. Let's go with sync on that sound is going to be really wild. It's too much. There we go, a bit of formant. Interesting. I actually really like that sound. That's cool. All right. Well, we did it. We did again. We're under time. I guess these lead sounds aren't so complex because we want them to be quite pure and to cut through the mix. So there's not really a lot to go into them. There's just some simple principles and working through them. So we wound up with 3 oscillators, although I'm not sure that we need this third one really. It does add a little bit of like background. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, that was a hard mellow lead in 10 minutes. I think it's a pretty interesting sound. I'm definitely going to save it and use it. It'll be up on Patreon if you want to get a copy of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.